on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a wild ride. Try not to get your panties in a twist, a knot, a bunch. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is the Val Pal. This is going to be a video that I am not usually used to doing. I actually don't ever do this, and even though I am someone who puts content out onto the internet and onto the YouTubes, I don't consider myself an influencer, and I tend to keep my mouth shut for a lot of things that I do have opinions about, and it's mostly because I feel like it's just a whole other can of worms that I don't want to open, you know? Not everyone is going to agree with you, not everyone is going to have the same opinion as you, and that's okay. Just because someone has a different opinion or different outlook doesn't necessarily mean that it's wrong, but the internet thinks otherwise. So again, I tend to keep my mouth shut for a lot of things. I am going to be straight up. This video is going to be a rant. I do not have patience for this, and it is something that I have expressed vocally multiple times on my Twitter, to my close friends, to Nate, and it's something that just bothers me a lot, and I feel like if something is just eating at me in that way, I need to express it, and I need to get my opinion out there and my thoughts out there, and maybe I can just help some people to see things differently, or to see things from a different perspective. This is probably something that only affects me, and, well, not me, but like this community of people. I guarantee you that vlogging communities and beauty guru communities couldn't care less about what I'm about to say, but nonetheless they have their own problems that I probably couldn't care less about, but again, that doesn't mean that they're not valid. What we are going to talk about today is why people feel the need to compare Nintendo consoles to other consoles, such as PlayStation 4 and Xbox. Well, not such as, definitely those two consoles. Ooh, I am itchy. You go to Home Depot, down the sandpaper aisle, guarantee is a picture of me and a piece of my skin, because that is how dry we are talking. This is something I constantly see on my timeline and constantly see people that I follow have comments about, and for the most part they're the same as mine. Here's the thing, this is why this bothers me so much, and you can let me know in the comments if you have the same opinion or if you don't. Again, this isn't something that I'm trying to force onto you, but maybe just, you know, open your eyes a little, think about things. This is why this bothers me so much. I feel that Nintendo consoles are not in the same group as Xbox and PS4. They are two completely different types of consoles. Consoles nonetheless, but they have two completely different purposes. People who go out to buy a Nintendo Switch are not looking to play games like Destiny or Call of Duty, just for examples. They are not looking for that experience on a Switch. I can agree with people who have the opinion that Nintendo's consoles cannot keep up with those other consoles. And that just comes back to the idea that they are not made for the same things. So I'll agree with you on this. If someone is looking for that experience, Nintendo is not the way to go. But that being said, that just validates that the two consoles are for very different demographics, and the two are not comparable. People buy Nintendo consoles for nostalgia, for the Nintendo franchise, for what they have built. Pokemon, Zelda, Animal Crossing, Pikmin, Mario. Nintendo's games do not need the processing speed and graphics that Xbox and PlayStation games need. We are wanting Nintendo for exactly what it is, their franchise, what they've created. I also think it's really crazy that the people who are complaining about this or saying that people who like the Nintendo Switch are ridiculous are people who don't even have any intention of playing it. There are people who are completely content with playing the games that they want to play on their PC, on their Xbox, on their PlayStation, and that's fine. I'm not gonna sit here and say that because you like PS4s and because you like Xbox and because you like playing on your PC, that you're ridiculous. Because I am perfectly content with what I have and what Nintendo has offered me. And here's the other thing. Nintendo knows what kind of horsepower their machine needs in order to run the games that everybody loves. So why put all that extra stuff in there that is unnecessary to run the games that the demographic is all about? If anyone knows how to create a console For Nintendo games, it is Nintendo. So I don't know why you guys are questioning what they're putting out there. The games that we want on that console are running just fine, and we are just happy that way. Just to put it into an analogy, it's like comparing a spoon to a fork. They both have the same goal at the end of the day, to shovel food into your mouth. But you are not going to get a bowl of soup and get angry at a fork that you grabbed for not scooping it into your mouth. That is not what a fork is made for, alright? And no one is gonna look at a fork and be like, yes, I expect this to do the job of this spoon. And when it doesn't, you're gonna get mad at it. Like, I don't understand how that makes sense. And like, I understand that what most of these comments are referring to are all of the third-party ports, all the games that are going to be ported over to the Switch. But here's the thing, it goes back to the beginning again. Nobody is buying a Nintendo Switch for the ports. No one is buying it for anything other than playing the Nintendo games that we all know and love. Sometimes I feel like it comes down to people just thinking that what they do is better than someone else. For example, here's another analogy. There are two people who are playing instruments, right? Two different instruments, two different genres. Just because one person who's playing a violin doesn't like piano, and the person playing piano doesn't like violin, and that's not their way of expressing their love for the art of music, doesn't mean at the end of the day it's not music. What I'm trying to say is that just because somebody doesn't game the same way you do, doesn't mean that it's not gaming. There's a lot of toxicity in the gaming community, and I feel like it's getting better. And I am not one who contributes to it or really gets involved into it, but I do see that it is always a group of people trying to one-up each other, which comes back to my analogy. Just because it's not the way that you do things doesn't mean that it's wrong. That's just what I wanted to talk about today. I feel like I see this a lot, and I just wanted to get it out there that I really don't think that these two things are comparable. Like, why should anybody have to defend why they think something is great? I cannot tell you how crummy it is when you are so in love with something and someone comes and shoots you down and tells you that what you are passionate about and what you love and what gives you happiness is trash. When someone comes pooping on your parade, it's not a good time. And I feel like a lot of people like to do this because Nintendo is easy to attack. It's easy to say that these are all the things it doesn't do. But here's all the stuff that it does do. We don't need it to do all of those things because we're perfectly content and perfectly happy with what it does do. And you don't see me tearing down and pooping on your parade because your console does something that I don't necessarily need. But at the end of the day, it's what makes you happy. So why do we gotta go and take other people's happiness away and put our 2 cents in, especially if it's something that you personally do not speak to? And when I say that, I mean most of the people who are complaining about this are people who don't even pick up Nintendo consoles to have that Nintendo experience. People who are complaining about this are the same people that are playing PUBG and Fortnite. You need your console to give you that experience, and no one is telling you that that is wrong or that your console is stupid for giving you that experience and allowing you to be a gamer in your own way that you choose to express being a gamer. I keep going in circles with all of this, but I hope you guys understand what I was trying to say. This is just something that bothers me. It just comes down to people just not respecting other people's opinions and not opening their mind to realize certain things. And this doesn't just apply to like the gaming community in this specific situation. This applies to life. So don't go raining and pooping. I don't know why I was saying pooping earlier, but I guess pooping is worse. I love the rain, so I'm not gonna give rain a bad context. Pooping on someone else's parade. Some people like milk chocolate. Some people like dark chocolate. At the end of the day, it's chocolate. Alright? It is serving one purpose, to bring you joy and tastiness. That is going to be the end of my rant. Like this video if you agree. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. I know that this video is probably going to get a lot of hate, and I'm preparing for that up front because I know that it is something that is going to happen. But I just thought, being someone who does put things on the internet, I need to start voicing my opinions, regardless of if they are going to be perceived one way or another, if they're going to be taken out of context, or if people are not going to respect my opinions on things, or my thoughts on things, or the way that I see things and think about things. That's okay. I am going to be okay with that. With being someone who puts content out on the internet, there are always going to be the haters. And if someone is hating on you, I guess that means that you're doing something right. As a wise man once said, or sang, better yet, rapped to me, all the haters want to be me. The only problem is they can't even see me. This one's for all my haters, and this one's for all my fans. Froggy Fresh. An icon. If you don't know who Froggy Fresh is, why are you watching this video? Go watch his. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, listening to my rant. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe. Let me know if you want to hear more of my rants, more of my thoughts and opinions on things. Put out what you want to get back into this world. Until then, guys, I will see you in the next video. Peace out!